Hello good people and welcome to Dad's Drafts. Modern Horizons 3 is up and I am going to play it and I hope you will join me. As always, feel free to click some buttons if you like what I do, but especially feel free to give me feedback whenever you have it. Now my throat is still coffee, so every now and then I will pause in between. I hope you don't mind, but it's better than the sound of my cough. Funny story, I also tried to record a Modern Horizons 3 yesterday, and I think I had a pretty decent deck, but the first two games that I recorded, I was totally flooded and I got angry and I quit the recording. And then eventually on my phone, I went a trophy, like 7 wins in a row. So I probably should have recorded that instead of just dropping it there, but we'll see how it goes this time. I really like the set, and it's a complete breath of fresh air compared to the Omen Path Spider-Man set. And I hear that a lot. There's a lot of people that are very critical of the new set compared to this one, or Duskmorn was also great. Now let's see what we get to work with. Alright, let's see. 4 mana enchantment, gain 2 energy. You may cast creature spells with value mana through less by paying energy rather than a mana cost. If you cast a spell this way, you may cast it as though it had flash. Interesting. This bad boy. This is one of the broken cards within the set. And I think it's first pickable. I made a video about this when Modern Horizons 3 released. Criticism towards this card. And it was, I think, one of the first videos that actually got a lot of views on my channel. So it's a bit of nostalgia right here. I'm going to play it because I think as long as you're in green, you can easily go, what is it, green, blue, and splash red, and this is definitely worth it. Oh, it feels so good to just pick one card instead of many. Alright, well, I want to keep my options open whenever this enchantment enters, and whenever you draw a third card, amass zombies 3. So at worst, this is like a 3/3, and whenever you draw a lot of cards, you will get even more. Very good signpost cards here, but I don't think they will come around. Wither and Bloom is pretty decent. I don't really think any of the other cards are very good. A bit mediocre. So I'll just take the Wither and Bloom. We might end up in like black-green with red, but I have to find out which colors are open. Okay, so there's another blue-white one. There's also this Brute Skill, which is very good, especially with Wither and Bloom, because then you can get more token stuff. Power Stone is main boardable, I guess. Could have had 2 gargoyles, but then again, it would have been too early to just go into 2 colors. Now I'll just pick the green card because this one is actually pretty solid. Wow. White seems pretty open. There's this Rumble, which is great. Like 2 mana, get a permanent card, and you get an Eldrazi, but there's also another Brute Skill. I'm not sure which is best. I thought this one was actually pretty high win rate, and I think it's probably better than the Brute Skill. I think the Brute Skill is especially good if you can get counters on it in another way, and I'm not yet sure if we will end up in something with this. What do you do? 4 mana 4/4. When it enters mill 6 cards, you may put a card with mana color XX into your hand. Where's X? Reveal any number of cards with X in the mana cost. Oh, okay. So it cares about X. Messenger is pretty good, but there's a revitalizing repass, which is also good. Love the Witness. So it seems like the colors are open enough, but yet not sure enough if it's going to be black. There's another conscription thing. Altosaur is great if we have some ramp, which we might. Probably beats the Elk. So this is a very good top end card. Like what we have so far. I'm pretty sure we will end up with some fixing for the Chrysalis, or we will just go into red-green totally. Void Bouncer is good, but it's very aggressive. Choose 2 target creatures in your graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If you do, return those cards to the battlefield tapped. It can be a very good card if you have a lot of small stuff and some self-mill. It can absolutely be broken. I also like the Spike, but I think I have to take the Witness. Out of all the colors I'm playing, I know that green is the one that I'm definitely in. Foul Strike. The art on this card is just crazy. Destroy target creature with flying for 2 mana instant. That is not bad. I think I'll just take it. Don't think the Suited Temple is anything that we are interested in. Now this is our opening pack. And let's see what came around. I think we just want to go rampy stuff and counters perhaps. Okay, well, black green is definitely open. Wombat is also great. So now we just want to go pretty much black green counters matters with some ramp towards the Althazar. Don't think there's anything interesting for us in the pack. Maybe now we'll get the other Witness, but I don't think it will come around. We have 2 ways to put counters. We'll probably find more ways. 2 mana 2/3. Can put 2 counters on it. I'll use a stone as ramp. And if one of person put on this permanent, put a person on it. Okay, so it's just bonus counters on this dude. I might play this, but I'm not too sure yet. Gravedigg is not terrible. Return target creature card from the graveyard to your hand. Wow, this one came around. That's interesting. Alright, bury life, search life for the 3 creature cards, put them into graveyard. Okay, that's not very hot. Wrath of the Skies is amazing, but of course we're not white. Put a front count on target creature control, then double the number of counters. Okay. Put a front count on target each modified creature you control this. Yeah, that's very good. I think I have to go for the signature slam. I wouldn't mind either of these green cards. And other than that, there's some pretty strong white cards in here, but I don't really care about them that much. And I should also probably keep my eyes open for a land in our colors. Let's see. Search your library for a card, exile it face down and shuffle. Turn your exilation. Okay. Hydra, Marauder, Oozewag. I think one of these will come around. I'm going to go for the Fel the Profane. 4 mana instant speed. Removal spell, which could also be a land, is very good. Question, however, is it better than the Chrysalis? I don't think it is, actually. No, I'm going to go for this boy. We do still need to find some kind of fixing. I'll just put that in the sideboard for now. There's another elk. Kami dude. And there's the land we need. So I'm picking this highly. It's exactly what we want. So that makes it easier for us to play this dude. But still, I wouldn't mind Like one more. Maybe some other kind of tap land, if they're even in this set, I'm not sure. Oh, well, it is in our colors. What do you do when a permanent card is put in the graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield? Put it onto the battlefield. Whenever one or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, create a Tarmogoyf token. Okay. Sounds good enough. I mean, we're already in these colors, so we just have to try it. Pretty much just whenever you play this on turn 5 and you can get through with a creature, you get one of these tokens, which is very good. Its power is equal to the number of card types among all graveyards, and its toughness is equal to that +1. So at worst it's an 0-1, but at turn 5 you always have stuff in your graveyard, and so does your opponent. Wow. Well, we are in the right lane. Black-green is incredibly open. 2 mana with upside, vigilance, sacrifice another creature, search your library for a land card, put it on the battlefield tapped. So that could actually help us shuffle. The good thing is it's not at sorcery speed, so you can do it in response to a removal spell, for instance. So I like what we have going so far. Okay, what do you do? Well, if there's a deck for it, it's this deck. So I'll take it, but let's just see if we can pick up more counter-related stuff. Also need some more 2-drops and of course some top end, but it is looking pretty decent so far. I like what we're brewing. Oozewag, a land that I don't care about. Annihilator 1, sacrifice 2 Eldrazi, return this card from grave to your hand. That can be pretty strong. I'm not sure. Maybe the Oozewag is better, but I'm not sure. 3/4 flash reach. Whenever this creature adds up to one target player puts all the cards from the graveyard on the bottom of the library in random order. Well, 3 mana 3/4 flash reach is already pretty good, right? Wouldn't mind the land, but I don't think it will come around. So here's our opening pack. And you can pay 6. And then you put a counter on each creature, on all creatures. Then they'll be for each creature. Overload, you may cast Overload cost when you do target with each. Put a something on each creature. So it is a lot of mana. So I'm not sure if we will play it. I do like the Marauder. But I also like the Oozewag. When in doubt, I think you should always take the 2-drop. Take another removal spell. That's not bad for a top-end card, actually. Well, black-green is very open. Okay, so here's some ramp, which is very good. I do like the grays as well. Horrific Assaults. Target creature control deals damage against part of the target creature or planeswalker you don't control. If control others, you gain 3 life. Yeah. Ooh. Path of Annihilation. We will probably see one of these green cards around, since green is incredibly open, but Path of Annihilation is incredible. Some due to cycle. Nyxborn Hydra. Warp Tusker is probably the better card out of these. Devoid. Oh, we have another Chrysalis. Excuse me. Devoid form and 3/3 kicker with 2. When you cast a spell, choose your life for a land card, put it onto the battlefield and shuffle. If you It was kicked. Exile target land. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that over the Chrysalis. I think this card will do a lot of work. Notice that you may exile a colorless card with mana value great from your hand. Okay. Ooh, Stomp is great. We already have a lot of playables, and this is a removal spell and a mana fixing. Pretty much exactly what we need. Now there's a Horrific Assault. And I think this is pretty much going to be the deck. Now the question is, do I want to change anything? I probably do. Wow, another Chrysalis. I'm going to take this one. Wombat. Yeah, probably like one of the best 2-drops for us. Brute Scale, Rumble, still very good. So we have 2 tapped lands, which means we can probably play 16. I don't think we have enough colorless mana to be able to play this dude. What do? 3 mana, create a 1/1 every turn, sacrifice any number of creatures, search library for a graveyard for a creature card with mana value less than or equal to sacrifice. Okay, I'll go take the Evolution Witness. Now we could still be past one of the Chrysalis, but I don't think we will. The question is this Branching Evolution good enough for us to play? I don't want to cut any more creatures. We have 1, 2, 3. I think the land one is probably the best. The other one was also good. Maybe it was actually better, but I'm not sure. So I was counting the stuff for us that does something with counters, because we do need to do some cutting. We can cut 1 card. We have a lot of green. 1, 2, 9, 10. Yeah, so we can cut 1 green. This is most often being cycled. Do we have enough counter stuff going on for the Branching Evolution? Let me check. Yeah, so I did some quick counting, and especially with the Chrysalis, I think we have enough counter stuff for the Branching Evolution to be played in this deck. But the question is then, what do we cut? Do I cut this simply because I will most definitely just be cycling it? I can get rid of the elk thing. Okay, well, let's see how this goes. It will be interesting, and it feels like a pretty solid deck with some very good cards. The question is, however, does it all come together as intended? I guess we'll find out. Okay, so we have all the colors. Yeah, this looks good. I'll just have it tapped. I mean, I'll just have it as a colorless, because we will be needing colorless at some point. Opponent is in need of color. I'll play my green. I'll keep up the repass because it's a interesting combat trick to use on the brute skill. So let's just make sure that we play the black one. What do? Whenever you attack, you may do. Okay, you can always do that in response. I'll just do it now. I would like to create an Eldrazi token, yes. So this is already a lot of mana with the Path of Annihilation coming up. Okay. Enchantment spells, auras, affinity for auras when in enchantment spell. Okay. So we're not able to kill that. I think it's best just to keep our combat tricks up. We can kick this next turn. Now we can minus something and we can put a counter and give something indestructible, which is pretty good. All we need now is just to draw our top end. Okay, so that does kind of mess with our mana situation. Yeah, that is unfortunate, but we cannot use our trick anymore, unfortunately. So that was a good turn from the opponent. Oh, that's pretty decent as well. Let's see if he has a counter spell. Okay, seems like we're getting a Tarmogoyf token, which is already a 5/6. Yeah, that's good. Alright, well, it seems like we will be good. We can just keep jamming here, I think. Not with a 3/3, but with these two. I love it when people say good game and they don't actually forfeit. I'll kill the lifelinker first. We'll get a Tarmogoyf, and I guess I'll just kick this. Yeah, I'll go for black. If he has a board wipe, I will be very sad. But I kind of assumed that he would have played it before. Okay, drawing a lot of cards here which are not action, unfortunately. Wonder if he has anything at all. Seems like he does. Okay, so the Tarmogoyfs become tiny, but we still get a new one. This has no upsides. Okay, so we can still now make this bigger. Let's see if we can have lethal here. Won't have colorless anymore, but that's not the end of the world. Now these are bigger and I think we have lethal. Let's try and play this first. I mean, if we get some kind of What do you do? Flash flying 3/3. Whenever this creature enters, choose one target creature or spell planes. So I'm gonna put it on top or the bottom. Okay, I'll just put it on top. Now if I attack with everything, he blocks the 2 biggest ones. He still takes 6. And then next turn he should be dead, because it will also fill our graveyard. But that was a good play. I mean, we're not there yet. He could have some amazing top decks. Opponent's at 1. And yet again, he could still have a board wipe. Would be an impressive top deck, but still. Yeah, now it's actually a good game. Okay, game number 1 in the pockets. Let's see how game number 2 goes. Now, to be honest, we had a very good starting hand, of course, with all the colors present. And those odds are not huge, but the deck did what it had to do, even though we didn't get to cast any of our crazy bombs. Game number 2. Okay, well, it is slow, but once we get there, I think it will be very good. Let's just hope our opponent's not too aggressive, and that we draw a 2-drop and a land, or a 3-drop and a land would also be fine. Now the question is, do you go Chrysalis first or Path of Annihilation? Okay, well that is not a 2-drop. Quite the opposite. Okay. So if we play the Chrysalis, we get 2 2/2s. 2 0-1s, I mean. And then if we sacrifice, yeah, these things will be huge. Okay. Probably Chrysalis first is, I think, the best play here, because then next turn the Path of Annihilation will be even better. But we will be taking some damage. And I wouldn't mind drawing some more lands. Does it even have haste? No, it has trample, okay. Don't think he will attack. Oh, still not a land. So I think we can go Path of Annihilation and then still play the Chrysalis, and this will be huge. My throat is really acting up, it's very annoying. I'm sorry about my voice. So I want to tap this for green, tap this for red. I don't want to tap that one, so I want to sacrifice these two. And I hope it will not be too late. It's probably not worth sacking these. No, I don't think it is. It's also an instant, so we could still use it as a trick. Whenever you cast a spell, or whenever this creature attack on each colorless creature you control. Okay. Okay, so we could still do the signature slam thing here, but I prefer not to. If it's just taking like 5 damage, I will take it. Because next turn we have a lot of mana. And triple Chrysalis, of course, is pretty much the dream. I hope he goes for the slam. Maybe we can live through it. We can kill it in response. We have our own slam. And he can play these this turn. Yeah, so he's going for the slam right now. So this is very good for us. So we'll just tap you for green. We'll have to sacrifice those 2 tap ones. But this should be quite the blowout actually. But he did get, okay, good game. Well, he didn't even know I had a third one. The opponent's forfeiting a 20 life is quite big. Okay. So far so good. Now of course opponents will probably become more difficult in the pairings. Guess we're up against nots. So we do have both colors, but yet again it's a bit slow. We can play this. I think I'll keep it. Again, no 2 drops unfortunately. But we are drawing lands. What do you do? Black spells cost 1 less to cast. Oh, he might be mono black here. Wouldn't it be nice to draw like a 2-drop, one of many that we have? Marauder would be great now. That is not why. Whenever I ask for 2-drop, I get this 7-drop. Maybe I should ask for 7-drop. But yeah, this is going to be painful. I'm not even sure if Chrysalis can get us out of here because it has Menace. Oh boy. I think we have to go Chrysalis into chomping duty with the tokens to stay alive here, but this is far from ideal. Of course we did keep a sketchy hand. Seems like he's going to kill my Chrysalis. Yeah. So this sucks, but I think we have to chomp. Or I could just take it and hope that the Altasaur Cascade brings us something huge. We do have double green. Yeah, I think we just have to risk it for the biscuit. We do have great stuff, but I don't think we will have the turns to play them all out. But mono black so far is impressive. So we go down to 8. I hope this Altasaur will bring us good tidings. Tidings of comfort and joy. Okay. Come on. It has reached as well, so okay. Has to be that one. But I think we're pretty much still dead here. Especially if he has anything. Oh, he can put a counter, so I think we're exactly dead. Yeah, never mind. It was just slow hand, and then not drawing any 2-drops is just rather painful. And maybe I should have gone for Chrysalis. Then we could have lived maybe one more turn, but then I was just chomping away, so I don't think it would have made much of a difference. Game number 3. I mean, even if we don't win anymore, it's a fun deck and it works. Again with the beefy boy. At least we have a 2-drop, so that's good. What do you do again? Can block only creature with flying, adapt 4 for 7. Okay, so he can make it bigger. Reminds me of the Pteramander that was in, what was it, Guilds? Something of Ravnica, I think it was, the blue one. It looked like this one. But it had discount, I think, on the instants and sorceries in your graveyard or something. Okay, so we'll get rid of a forest. Man. We're not blocking anyway, so we might as well attack and use this ability. And next turn we can try Diza. Force him to block probably. Wow. Okay. Man, he has the flyers. Oh, that hurts. Well, of course it has to be the root skill, which will pump our Tarmogoyf boy, but still. We only have like 2 more turns. We need some kind of answer. Allosaur is too expensive. Now we definitely need a kill spell. Branching Evolution is not what we need. Okay. He can do this. Can he already do this? Yep, so it's just good game. Man, stupid flyers. Yep. Well, we lost the race. I mean, he would have been dead otherwise, so. Again with a mono black deck, it seems. Seems like we're not paired up well against black, so might be our last game. Let's see how it goes. I would like to have some more of the 2 and 3 drops that we have, but I just hate to mulligan, as you know. Okay, so this I have to mulligan. This I can keep. Well, we have all the colors, we have removal spell. All we need now is just some follow-up plays and we should be good. Of course I'm not going to kill that. He can pump it or something. What is it? Put some counts on it. Okay, so... Oh man. Please, deck. Stop giving me lands. Playing 16. Chrysalis from the top would be great. it would become huge. Dreadmobile. Okay, Wombat's also not that bad. Hey, Wombat. At least that can start dealing some damage next turn. Sacrifice another. Yeah. There was amazing text on this one. It was something with corpse power or something. It has so much corpse power, but I don't see it now. Now I hope he uses some kind of fight spell or bite spell. Yeah. Let's hope it's enough. If this resolves and we get to kill it, I think this could be the end of him. Oh, that's just sadness. And we're just drawing lands. Come on, deck. Well, it makes this a pretty good card. Has to be the reliquary dude. But we will be touched to death and he will gain some life the upcoming turns. Yeah, good card. So he can search for a 4 mana card. We've already passed like half of the lands of our deck, so there should be some action in the upcoming few turns, but of course it's still all just chance, as you can see. Sacrifice another creature. We might as well. It will become bigger, which is better. He'll probably just block with a 1/1, I think. We can prevent him from gaining life once. I'm not sure if there's a 1 mana red spell, instant speed. It seems like there is. Man. Yeah, I don't know the cards well enough. Search life for a basic land card to put on the... Yeah, well, that's not worth it. Feels like this is pretty much over now. We have so much mana, but we're not drawing any action. So we could have, like, one of the Chrysalis would be great. We can have the Altasaur. I'm just going to do this now because there's no, we don't need the mana. We can cast anything that we top deck. And Menace is very good, of course, against us on an empty board. Oh my goodness. I keep telling you there is something with the shuffler of these premier drafts. Whenever I play traditional, it's way different. Yeah. Well, it's probably too late, but we might have one more turn here. No, we don't. If he attacks with everything, we're dead. Because of the menace. Yeah, never mind. Oh man, those games were sad. I mean, to be honest, the games that we lost, we were just flooded a lot. I think this deck had way more potential than we actually got to show. Anyway, I hope you still like what I did. Thank you for joining me. And if you have any feedback for me, please do let me know. And I hope to see you next time. Peace.
Grab the card, shuffle dreams in the palms. Dad's drafts roll heavy, we bombing like psalms. Stacks on the table, strategies to flex. Running these lines like counterspell checks. Dad drafts in the zone, pulling rares from the throne. Mana on the stack, magic seeds we've sown. From poppers to planeswalkers, the board gets owned. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown. Welcome to Dad's drafts, your new homegrown.